Namaste, students. Welcome back to our Hindi literature class. Today, we are going to learn a very interesting and meaningful poem, Top, written by Viren Dagwal. At first, the poem may look simple because it talks about an old cannon kept in a garden. But actually, the poet gives us deep message about war, power, peace, and time. In this poem, we will see how a powerful cannon from 1857 has now become silent, how children and birds freely play around it, and how the poet shows that violence and power do not last forever. We will understand difficult Hindi words, line by line meaning in simple English, and a hidden message of the poem in an easy way. This poem beautifully teaches us that peace and humanity are always greater than weapons and destruction. So, students, let's begin today's lesson. तोप कंपनी बाग के मुहाने पर घर रखी गई है यह 1857 की तोप। इसकी होती है बड़ी संभाल, विरासत में मिले कंपनी बाग की तरह साल में चमकाई जाती है 2 बार। So, Top means cannon. The poem is about an old cannon kept in the garden as a historical object. Company Bagh is company garden. K of Muhane Par at the entrance. So the simple explanation is at the entrance of the company garden, a cannon is kept. धर रखी गई है 1857 की तोप। धर रखी गई है has been kept. यह this तोप cannon. This cannon belongs to the year 1857 and has been placed there. इसकी होती है बड़ी संभाल, विरासत में मिले। इसकी its होती है is done. बड़ी great, संभाल care, विरासत heritage, में मिले received as inheritance. The cannon is carefully looked after because it is a part of our heritage. Company बाग की तरह like. It is preserved just like the company garden itself. साल में चमकाई जाती है 2 बार. साल a year, में in. चमकाई जाती है polished. 2 बार twice. The cannon is polished 2 times a year. Let me explain you the meaning of this stanza. The poem begins with a description of an old cannon placed at the entrance of the public garden called Company Bagh. This cannon belongs to the time of the revolt of 1857, one of the most important struggles against British rule in India. The poet says that the cannon is carefully preserved and polished regularly, just like a valuable historical object. It is treated as a part of the nation's heritage. However, the poet is not only describing a physical object, he is also introducing a symbol of violence and war. The cannon reminds people of a painful period of bloodshed and destruction. The line about polishing the cannon twice a year shows how societies sometimes preserve symbols of war proudly, even though they caused suffering in the past. What the poet wants to convey is human beings often preserve symbols of war as historical pride. Weapons may become museum objects, but they still remind us of violence. History should be remembered, but we also should learn a lesson from it. The cannon is personified. It is treated almost like a living thing with the past and a story to tell. सुबह शाम कंपनी बाग में आते हैं बहुत से सैलानी, उन्हें बताती है यह तो कि मैं बड़ी जब्र उड़ा दिए थे मैंने अच्छे अच्छे सुरमाओं के दज्जे अपने जमाने में। सुबह शाम कंपनी बाग में आते हैं बहुत से सैलानी। सुबह शाम मॉर्निंग एंड इवनिंग, आते हैं कम, बहुत से, many, Sailani, tourists or visitors. Many visitors come to the garden every morning and evening. उन्हें बताती है यह तोप. उन्हें, to them, बताती है, tells. यह, this, तोप, cannon. The cannon seems to tell the visitors its story. कि मैं बड़ी जब्र, he, that, मैं, I, बड़ी, very, जबर, powerful, fierce. The cannon says that it was once very powerful. उड़ा दिए थे मैंने, उड़ा दिए थे, had blown away. मैंने, I had. It says that it had destroyed many things in the past. अच्छे अच्छे सुरमाओं के दज्जे, अच्छे अच्छे, great or brave. सुरमाओं, warriors. दज्जे, pieces, shreds. It had torn brave soldiers into pieces. अपने जमाने में, अपने, its, zamana, time or era, में, in. All this happened during its own time in history. In this stanza, tourists visit the garden and look at the cannon. The poet imagines that the cannon proudly speaks about its glorious and powerful past. The cannon claims that it destroyed brave warriors and crushed enemies during its time. This shows the destructive nature of war weapons. The cannon feels proud of the fear and destruction it once created. But the poet uses irony here. The cannon's pride actually exposes the cruelty of war. Instead of celebrating bravery or humanity, the cannon celebrates destruction. The stanza also reflects how military power is often glorified in history. Weapons are remembered for their strength, but the suffering they caused is often forgotten. What the poet wants to convey here is weapons create destruction, not true greatness. Power based on violence is temporary and morally empty. Human pride in war and destruction is misguided. The cannon is given a voice here. अब तो बहरहाल छोटे लड़कों की घुड़सवारी से अगर यह फायरिंग हो तो उसके ऊपर बैठकर चिड़िया ही अक्सर करती है गपशप. कभी कभी शैतानी में वे इसके भीतर भी घुस जाती है, खासकर गौरैया. अब तो बहरहाल, अब, now, तो, however, बहरहाल, anyway. But now the situation has changed. छोटे लड़कों की घुड़सवारी से अगर यह फायरिंग हो, छोटे लड़कों, small boys, घुड़सवारी, horse riding, अगर, if, faring, free. Children climb and play on the cannon as if riding a horse. तो उसके ऊपर बैठकर, उसके ऊपर, on top of it, बैठकर, sitting. People sit on the cannon comfortably. चिड़िया ही अक्सर करती है गपशप. चिड़िया, birds. He, only. अक्सर, often. करती है, do. Gupshup, chatting. Birds sit on it and chirp as if chatting. कभी कभी शैतानी में वे इसके भीतर भी घुस जाती है. कभी कभी, sometimes. शैतानी, mischief. भीतर, inside. घुस जाती है, enter. Sometimes birds mischievously enters. Sometimes birds mischievously enter inside the cannon. खासकर गौरैया. खासकर, especially, गौरैया, sparrows. Especially sparrows go inside the cannon. This stanza creates a complete contrast with the previous one. The cannon that once spread fear has now become harmless. Small children climb and play on it as if it were a toy horse. Birds sit on it comfortably and chirp happily. Sparrows even enter inside the cannon playfully. This image is deeply symbolic. Nature and innocence have conquered violence. The cannon, which once killed people, is now powerless before small birds and playful children. This transformation shows that violence cannot last forever. The poet beautifully shows how time changes everything. The terrifying weapon of the past has now become an object of amusement. What the poet wants to convey is violence eventually loses power. Innocence, peace, and nature are stronger than weapons. Time defeats arrogance and destructive force. The poet uses soft and peaceful images to defeat the harsh image of war. वे बताती है कि दरअसल कितनी भी बड़ी हो तोप, एक दिन तो होना ही है उसका मुंह बंद. वे बताती है दरअसल कितनी भी बड़ी हो तो वे दे बताती है टेल दरअसल actually कितनी भी बड़ी however big तो cannon. The birds show that no matter how powerful a cannon may be, एक दिन तो होना ही है उसका मुंह बंद. एक दिन one day होना ही है must happen. उसका its मुंह बंद mouth shut or silenced. One day every weapon becomes silent and powerless. This final stanza contains the central message of the poem. The sparrows seem to say that no matter how large or powerful a cannon may be, one day its mouth will close forever. The mouth of the cannon symbolizes violence, war, power, arrogance, and destruction. The poet teaches that weapons cannot remain powerful forever. Every violent force eventually becomes silent. Peace ultimately defeats war. This is not just about a cannon. It is a message about dictators, wars, empires, and all forms of oppression. No matter how powerful they appear, they cannot survive forever. The poet ends the poem with hope and peace. What the poet wants to convey here is violence is temporary, peace and humanity are permanent values. Destructive power ultimately becomes silent, nature and innocence outlive war. The main theme of the poem is the temporary nature of violent power. The poet shows that weapons may appear powerful for some time, but eventually they lose importance, while peace, humanity, innocence, and nature continue forever.